Okay, good morning everybody. This is Kangi Gaming with you. It is currently nearly 20 past 1 in the morning on Monday morning, 31st of January 2022 down under. So, I'm doing the Southeastern Sprint Train DLC pack. And we're currently doing the mission we're doing now is a welcome to St. Patricia International. Because of the busy bank holiday weekend, an extra service has been put in operation which you'll be driving. Head towards the cab to get started. So, looking at our schedule, we've got to do the board, the normal things, the setting up the train. So then we've got a stop at Stratford International. And it looks like there's a few others in here as well. Like this looks to be like a quite extensive mission compared to the other ones we've done before. So this one could take a little bit to do. So let's get into it and see how we go. So this is called the shopping shuttle. Alright, so now we just got to go through the setup of the train. Alright, so we're off to Stratford International in 8.4 kilometers is the time we're due to arrive there. Excuse me. Alright, can slowly start picking up speed here. And in about 50 meters, we can go up a bit more. And then in about 300 meters, we can go up to 200 kilometers an hour. So, I love these high-speed trains. Oops, I'm forgetting my headlights. Alright, and off we go. Always seems at the start of this this pack we start going through this long ass tunnel. Now we can increase speed to 230 at the moment, but we've got our station coming up in 4 kilometers, so I don't see the point in increasing at the moment, considering in a few we've got to drop back to 100 anyway. So we're just 1 kilometer out, so I literally am decreasing brakes now quite a lot. Joys of doing a train sim. Right, so we're arriving now at Stratford International Airport. Alright, that was pretty much spot on, which is perfect. Now we'll load our passengers. And literally 30 seconds early too. We did well. I still want to have a look at the Freightliner DLC, so I'll probably look at that over the next day or so. Doors locked. Now we're off to Ebbsfleet International in 26 kilometers. So there'll be a bit of high-speed traveling during this part. So at the moment our max speed is 100 and it's just about to go up to 230. As soon as that happens, I will increase to max speed, which it just did. So we've got 25 kilometers before we get to Ebbsfleet International. So I'm not sure what international airports have to do with a shopping, but anyway. Sorry for the bit of a cough, folks. It's just being a bit crook and can't do much about it. So even though Ebbsfleet is 22 kilometres away, we've still got to watch the speed limit and whether we've got any red signals coming up. That's the biggest part on this bit now. These are some long ass tunnels, that's for sure. So Epsfleet is now only 17 kilometers away. Might as well turn our cab lights off. We don't need them out in the open. Now we don't have an actual schedule time as to our arrival. I'm assuming because this is an extra train service that's been put on. So we don't have an actual time for arrivals and such. Gotta love when your ISP sends you a bill at 1:35 in the morning. Like, they at least can do it in the middle of like normal business hours. Like, really? We're about 8 kilometers away, so we're going to start reducing a little bit of speed here. Just bring it back to about 100. Not going to decrease too quick. We'll just do a slow, unless we get a little too close. Then when we get a couple of kilometers out, we'll go down a little bit more. Oh, I don't want max brakes. Whoops. Alright, so I've got a warning about speed decrease, but that doesn't really affect us at the moment because we've already done it. That speed decrease is in just over 3 kilometers down to 170. Oh, I'm gonna need my cab lights. This place is full of tunnels. So it's warning us that the speed limit is now 200 as we're approaching Epsfleet International. We're 3.6 or 3.5 kilometers out now, so 3,500 meters. So now's a good time to start reducing a little bit of speed. Just slowly, we don't need to go too fast on it at the moment. See, that could also be warning us that we're literally going a little too slow. But yeah, this insane train driver doesn't stick to the limits. Like that literally could just be what the safe speed is for around here as well. Alright, so we'll start putting on a little bit of the brakes now, because we're only about less than 1,000 meters away. Then at the end of this platform, we also have a red signal. So I've added a little bit more power because it's put us onto a 2.2% incline. So here's the station on our left. Bring on the minimal brakes. We need a bit more power. Still a little bit away from where we're supposed to be. Alright, so we'll put on max brakes. Check platform. Oh, good. Unlock the doors. Right, change ends and begin the return service to London. So this looks like I'm getting out of my seat. And then going to the other end of the train. So it looks like we're going to do exactly the same thing, but at the other... Oh, I forgot to do that. Whoopsies. I went a little too quick without doing all this procedure first. Alright, now we can get out and be on our way up to the other end. So it looks like with this we're literally just coming up to here and then we're doing a return trip back. Now, we gotta set the train on this one. Up at this end. Yeah, not multiple. Set out DRA. Alright, so now, according to this, we can get ourselves moving. Okay, I have forgotten something. Okay. Okay, I've forgotten something here. Because it's not letting us leave. What have I forgot? Right. Master keys on. You are set to forward. You're being done. You've been done. So there's nothing that is actually stopping us leaving. Let's reset the... Alright, this train's chucking a hissy fit. Not emergency brakes, you twat. Oh my god, that sound is so annoying. And I don't know where the reset button is. One of these. Oh, hush up already. Okay, that noise is so frustrating. So, we're just gonna go and do this. We're just gonna cheat. Ah, I cannot find, I think, Wild Jokers told me yesterday I need to find the AWS switch for that, but I just could not find it then. So hopefully this will just give us the return. No, it's going to make us go right from the start. Damn diddly endo. Alright. Alright, master key. On. Reverser to neutral. Unlock the doors. Control key for 2 seconds. Pan up, pan down. Alright, so now we'll load the passengers. It's always hard remembering because each train has a different setup scenario and all the buttons are also in complete different locations. They're never in the same spot. And like this one literally has the digital controls and everything like our other ones didn't. Set the brakes to there. Lock the doors. Lights on to daytime running. Reset the DNA. DRA, I should say. Reverse it to forward. And now she should just want power. And there we go, we are off. So, next stop, Stratford International, 8.4 Ks. And then when we get to the Epsfield, I think it is one. I think that's what it's called. I'll have to have a look when we get up there. We then switch ends of the train and do a return journey. But I literally did a little too quick last time. I got off the train and started going up before I actually did the shutdown procedure for this end. Insane driver doing things too quick. So we're going to have that long-ass tunnel coming up in a minute as well. Leaving Chris. Whoa, haven't seen a 3.5% incline in the game before. I suppose you see things new every day in here. Alright. So that literally went from about 97 kilometers an hour, increasing us to 200, and then in 2 kilometers we can go up to 230. And then we'll only be about 5 kilometers away from Stratford International. The only thing I wish for these trains is they would give us a brighter light at the front. So like when you're going through tunnels, instead of just having a really dull one like we've got. Right, so we can go up to power level 4 now, which is max power. And about the 3 kilometer mark, we start reducing speed a bit. Yep, you're telling me I'm overspeed. Oh, I'm over the safe level speed, that's what it is. Even though the max speed is actually 2. So I've got to apply some more brakes. Now it's taking us down to 160. If we don't start slowing down soon, we're going to miss Stratford and go straight past it. So our max speed we can do is 230. Our safe speed at the moment is 100, but we're only about 550 meters away from the station, so I'm just going to keep our speed low as we pull in. Alright, so now we've got to load the passengers, and I think the next stop is like 28 kilometers away, if I remember right. Ah, damn smoker's cough. Alright, so we're not clear to go yet. We are now. Epps Fleet. That was the name of it. Alright, so our safe speed at the moment is 100 max. And Epps Fleet is in 26 kilometers. So literally in about 300 meters, our speed can increase to 230. So we'll be going full power at that stage. Now this is also the one that doesn't give us the arrival time for the next station. Alright, so now we go max power, which is power handle 4. So my new NBN connection, which will give me a lot better speed, a lot better for streaming and all that. Now that it's Monday, it'll happen on Friday, so in like 4 or 5 days time from now. So hopefully that won't take too long to install and we'll be done on the day, and then I can switch over. So at the moment we're flying through the tunnels to Epps Fleet International, where we'll then have to do a shutdown on this end of the train, walk to the other end, get into the engine at the opposite end, do a return trip, so reset the train up at the other end, and then come flying back this way from the other direction. That's a good view of our train there. This is the train line which goes up to Ebbsfleet International on the Southeastern DLC pack for this one. Goes through Stratford International, then up to Ebbsfleet, I should say. And welcome to the stream as well, Jinx. Glad to have you with us. And the answer to your other question, the train is the Class 395. This one's a 6-carriage train, 119.3 meters long, 280.2 tons. So we've only just started doing the Southeastern pack, which is what this one is. So we're only like 2 scenarios into this one at the moment. The other one that we stream a lot is the London commuter, but we're about to do the rapid and also the freight train as well. Give a little bit of variety in here. Alright, so we're 6 kilometers away, so we need to start decreasing speed a little bit, or we're going to go right through Ebbsfleet. Yeah, and there's the warning about a decrease. I knew it was coming. So we're 4 kilometers out, so we need to bring speed back a bit more. So we'll leave it around the 1:15 mark because we're only 2,800 meters away from the station. I hate the tunnels with these trains though because they don't give you much light in there. So I wish you could see a bit better, but they just don't have it set up that way. Alright, so we need to start bringing the brakes on a bit. So what we're doing now is pulling into Fleet International. Then we're going to have to do a shutdown of the train on this end, go up to the other engine at the other end, and do a return trip. Oh, I opened the wrong doors. Don't want them getting off the wrong side. There we go. Right, change ends and begin the return service to London St Pancras. So I'll wait for it to come up with the details, which will tell us what we've got to do now. So, this back to neutral. We've got to set our DRA. Reverser off. And the master key off. Now we get out. Open our door. Close that door. Now we've got to walk up to the other end and get ready for our return trip. Without running into passengers along the way. Alright. Master key. On. Reverser to neutral. Control key for 2 seconds. This one up. And we close it. We lock our doors. Reverse it to forward. Reset the DRA. Fly power, and let's get moving. So now we're going back to Stratford International, which is 26 kilometers away. So it's telling us we can safely do 130 with our speed at the moment, but our speed does increase to 230 like now. So once that moves on the dial, I'll be giving full throttle, which is what I just did. Power level 4. Okay, I haven't done too much on the sand pack yet. And And I have the Bakerloo line, but I haven't played that yet either. So I will get onto those soon, but I've mainly been doing the London commuter, and I've just started on the Southeastern high speed. So I heard the Bakerloo line is an alright DLC, but as I said, I haven't tested it out myself as yet, so I think I've done 1 or 2 scenarios in the sand patch. So I'm usually streaming this once or twice a day, all different hours, all depends, but like right now for me it's 2:15 in the morning, so I usually stream a bit earlier than this throughout the day. Sometimes I do this hour because I literally just cannot sleep, so I just get up and I do train sim scenarios. You'd think that would put me to sleep or make me drowsy, but usually they don't. They make me more awake and want me to keep playing. So how are you finding the Bakerloo and sand lines? So still got 12 kilometers until we get to Stratford. Doesn't take too long on these high-speed trains compared to like the trains that are on the London commuter, which can only go at a max of 145. So around the 5 kilometer mark is usually when I start dropping my speed down a bit from this one. That's just a personal choice though, but you could still do it for a couple of kilometers further, but I prefer to slow down just a little bit so then I'm not having to put too much pressure on the brakes as we're coming into stations. Oh, okay. I've got, I think 7 DLC packs now, after the recent sale. Like, for the life of me, I can't remember what they all are, but, yeah, and some of them I haven't even touched yet, but I've got them there to do when I'm ready, or if I want a bit of a change away from one of the main stream ones that I do. Old Silver Center for the engines. Oh, okay. That wouldn't be the rapid one, would it? Because there's a rapid DLC pack there as well. Like, I really only got into this game due to one of my followers and moderators plays Train Sim 2022, and with the recent sale, I bought this one and several of the DLC packs while they were all on sale. Yeah, we all figured it out. It's like I've failed a few of these missions scenarios and just have to go back and redo them. Like, I failed this one just before. Because for some reason the train wouldn't start on the return journey. But this one, there was no problem at all. It's just the way these games go. Right, so we're like 1,300 meters away from Stratford now. Ah, okay, I don't have that one personally. I do have a German pack, which I cannot pronounce the DLC name of it for the life of me. Yeah, we all do. Even streamers that have been playing this for quite some time, they still have their issues as well. Yeah, I totally agree. I can't wait for that either. That would be so good to get the MP on this. Now, I've heard that it is in the works, but there's no date on when that's going to be released yet. Alright, so after here we're going back to St. Pancras International, which is where we started. So that would be our last stop. Thanks for following, Jinx. Alright, let's get these doors closed in a second. Back underway. Alright, so we've got our green signal just up ahead, and off we go. Brakes released. Powered. 1, 2. So, St. Pancras International, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but anyway, is only 2,800 meters away, so should not take us too long to get there at all. Just got to watch for the red signals along the way, make sure we don't get hit with one of those. I don't want too much speed on this last bit. Even though the speed limit is at the moment 230, I don't want to increase it too much because we're only under 7 kilometers away from the final station, and in 3.5 kilometers it drops to 200 anyway, so I prefer to err on the side of caution and just take it slow and steady, but just not too slow either. I get called insane doing that, but I've noticed by going way too quick, you fail a lot of the stuff, so you just do it at your own pace, in my opinion. Oh, I know, that has happened to me too. I literally just watch it, look over at my other monitor at the chat, and then I glance back over and I've got like 50 meters to a red signal, hit on the emergency brakes, and no, I'm still too far, I'm still too close, and scenario finished. Redo it. And the worst part is when you're actually just coming to the last station on a scenario which you're about to finish, and then you go through a red light. Especially when you've spent like the last hour doing the whole scenario as it is, and you've got to go back and start it all over again. That is the worst. Yeah, see, I've got a second monitor on my right side, which I've got my OBS up on, and I've also got my iPad on the left side, which I have my chat up and that on as well, which with the delay. So switching back between two and then going back to the main monitor is just like, damn, I got a red light coming up and I missed it. very frustrating indeed. Oh, behave, Nightbot. Yeah, one of my other moderators, he's doing a freight train one because he prefers freight trains, and he tells me about that. And yeah, I don't know if I could handle that personally. I would get too frustrated with it. Alright, so we're only like 1,100 meters away from our final station. Oh, turn those back off. Right, this is where I really need to pay my last bit of attention. And of course, I'm overspeed. Bring it back down. And go a bit more, because we've got to come down to 40. Alright, so we're just about to pull into St. Pancras International, which is our last station. And of course, I'm going too slow. Alright, 250 meters, so minimal brakes. Take that off. A little bit more speed. Blow the horn. Minimal brakes. And bring on the max brakes. Now we can go up a little bit more. Alright, so in brakes, unlock our doors. Yeah, I've heard it is a challenge, so it's something I am going to look at doing on stream at a later stage. So just at the moment, honestly, I prefer the passenger trains for some reason. Right, set the DRA. Power handle to max brake. Headlights to off. Reverser to off. Master key off. And we are done. So let's see how we did. Well, there's some up and down speeds there. Alright, so that took 44 minutes 45. We traveled 72.66 kilometers. We walked 132.74 meters, which was the switching the train engines at the International, and got 9,654 AP points and a gold medal. Perfect. So let's see what this thing has in store for us now. So I've been streaming for about an hour and a half at the moment. It's now 25 to 3 in the morning, so I'll see what the next one is. Tricky tunnels. Okay, I do not like the sound of that. Flooding ahead means this train will need to run through the down line before reaching the Wellington crossovers, where we can return. I hate that, it doesn't give you enough time to read the messages. Where we can return to the up line. So we go through all the setup of the train. We go to Ebbsfleet International. We do a power changeover. We go on. We run down via the down line. Go to Stratford International. Go to St. Pancras International. Shut down the train. Through all the shutdown procedures and disembark. Okay, so that's 17:45. So it should take roughly half hour, 40 minutes. So I will do this one now as well, and then that's where I'll call it a morning. Alright, so let's check that. Oh, it's raining too. Makes it even better. Platforms on that side. Gotta love when it's raining. Now, something I don't know where it is on this one, so I just had to have a quick look, is where my wipers are. You would think it would be somewhere close to you. So excuse me for just moving around, giving you whirlwinds. I'm just trying to find where my windscreen wipers are, because I think I'm going to need them in this one. Too many buttons to try and find. Now there should be also, if I just quickly check here, there should be a way to do a shortcut key to bring them on. Now, as I said, I'm still trying to learn all the virtual keybinds on the keyboard. I don't usually use keyboard for things. With this, the wipers should be down the bottom. Okay, wipers is the. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, how do I decrease the wipers? Okay, now there's no button telling you how to decrease them. Oh, there we go. Alright. So, we can get underway here now. Right, doors locked. Green signal. Alright, so we've got to reset the DRA. I'll get on there. Alright, apply power and let's get underway. So get that into the right position. There we go. Release the brakes and set the power. Alright, so from where we just departed, Fleet International is only 2,800 meters away. Oh, excuse me. Bugger it. So what time is it where you are, Jinx? Because over with me, it's nearly 20 to 3 in the morning. Alright, got to proceed with caution. Right, so we're about 600 meters away from Fleet International, our next stop. And we literally have a red light there as well. So let's bring along some minimal brakes, add a little bit of power to them. Oh, come on. Brakey brake. Slight little bit more power to get us up to the end of the platform. Alright, so I'll bring the brakes on to max brakes. Check the platform. We're all good. So now we will unlock the doors. Oh, I did something there. Oh, okay. I changed reverser to neutral for something. Oh, okay. So here we're doing a power changeover as well. Yeah, I press that. Okay, that's pressing it for 2 seconds. Alright, so we've got to press this one. And press it again. And let it continue loading passengers. Gotta love when it wants you to do a power changeover as well. Alright, bring the brakes back to the minimum. Lock our doors. See if we need to do anything else with this power changeover, which we don't. So now we've got to run via the down line. So I'm not sure if that also means we need to do a switch control. I don't think we would. It should do it all for us. So it looks like we're good there. Alright, so, but we've still got a, oh, got to put that to forward. Still don't want to go too far up here because we've still got a red light, red signal in 50 meters, so we literally have to stop there. So even though we've got the okay to proceed, we've got a red light right on us. And we do not want to go over that. It's only 12 meters away. Go over that, that's end of scenario. As anyone who plays this would know. So, I wonder if I call the signaller, whether he will give it. Oh, I don't think you can on this one. On our other ones, we were able to use the phones to call the signaller to try and get clearance to go. Alright, there we go. We've got our clearance. We've got our green light. So off we go. Now, no wonder I haven't been able to see the speed limits properly. I don't have my glasses on. There we go. That's better. Alright, so our max speed at the moment is 100. Safe speed is 80. And we've got 4.2 kilometers to run down via the down line. So we're about to come into a tunnel, so let's turn the cab lights on. Oh, got to make sure our headlights are on. There we go. Alright, so we can pick up a bit of speed. we could actually go up to 230 if we wanted to. But with the next station only 2,500 meters away, I do not see the point going max speed. There's no way we would get to break in time. So I'm gonna start setting a actual streaming schedule as well. So for like nighttime ones for this for people around the world, and also for my Aussie followers where I currently am, because I'm on the central coast of New South Wales, which is just outside of Sydney. So most of my stream times would be Australian time. So. But obviously a lot of my stream followers and that are in the US and UK, so the best time I've noticed for them is about 1 o'clock in the morning my time. Alright, so we need to bring on some max brakes. Okay, a little bit more because we're not at that little bit right there yet. So I'm not sure if we're supposed to... Doesn't say we're supposed to stop here. It could just be a marker. Yeah, so now we go to Stratford International, which is 21 kilometres away. So what we're best doing here is literally going to power level 4, which is our max speed of 230 kilometres an hour. So I'm not sure what that is miles per hour, but it is damn fast. I can tell you that from what I know about 230 kilometers an hour. Over here, the max you can actually drive a car on a freeway is only 120 kilometers an hour. And like we've got this train going up to 230. So that's quite a what are you alerting me at? Yeah, you're alerting me of something. I just don't know what. Okay, so you're alerting me of a 200 kilometer safe speed. So we could be coming around a bend or something like that where we need to have a safe speed. And we're 18 kilometers away from Stratford International. Yeah, there it is. That's what I thought it was. But it literally dropped us from 200 safe speed to 160, and I was literally just eyes off screen for a second and didn't see that. Gotta love just taking your eyes off the screen for just a minute and something happens. Well, not even a minute, just a few seconds, really. Okay, so that's back to normal, so we can increase speed back to 230. Compared to the trains in the London commuter pack, I actually really like this one, even though I'm totally used to the London commuter train. I actually like this one a lot better, like the digital symbols and all that. To me, I really like this one. Right, so we're only 12 kilometers out, so 12,000 meters. And we're supposed to be there at 5:37:45, and it's already 5:34:22. So that is not going to happen. Oh. I didn't know I had them turned on already. Alright, so we're approaching 230 speed, so we just drop the power off now. Alright, 7.5 kilometers away, so in about 2 kilometers I'll start reducing speed, unless it tells us to do it beforehand. Yeah, I might push it a little and go to 4 instead of 5 this time. Alright, so we've got a safe speed coming up. Not sure what it is because it's not telling us. There we go, 100. So this is where we start bringing some brakes on, because we are 4 kilometers out, which is where I said I was going to start bringing brakes. Bring it down to about 70, maybe 80, maybe 70. And then just hold it steady there. Actually, I'll just... Ah, bugger! Alright, I accidentally hit the emergency brake. So now I need to find this control that I was told about. For the reset. Oh, so it's just Q. It's literally the first one on the list. But that did not work. Okay, so I accidentally went one too far. TSD reset. Q. Ah, gotta love it when this happens. Okay, emergency brake valve is backspace. So we should be able to just... Emergency brake is off. Okay, there's got to be another control to fix that. So I don't want to do an engine shutdown. Handbrakes, no. The master switch is actually control W, so that's good to know for that. What was that one? Control W. Okay. Alright, let's just see if we can get going again. Okay. They literally do not tell you how to fix this if you accidentally have done this. Alright, there we go. That looks like that might have sorted that. See if we can get power up again. Yeah, there we go. So what we've got to do is we've just got to bring the brake back a bit. Instead of using the keys, you've got to use it on the actual in the controller bit itself. That's actually a bit silly in my opinion. And so I need to pick speed up a bit to about 80 again. We're still 2,400 kilometers out. 2,400 meters, not kilometers. What the hell? That would be a long trip. It's also so easy to accidentally hit the emergency brakes by hitting the key one extra time by accident. And I've done it so many times. And because of that little hiccup, it's made us over 3 minutes late so far. But we're not that far away, so... So that's telling us we've got a speed of 100 coming up. And we're only less than a kilometre away from Stratford. So I wonder whether that's in tunnel or out. Oh no, it's out of tunnel. Alright, so let's start bringing on the minimal brake. A little bit more. And the max brake. There we go. Check the platform. Platform's fine. And doors are open. Alright, so we do have a stop just 74 meters ahead, so can't go too fast when we actually depart, and then we might have to stop a little bit as well for a little bit of time, because we are going to be departing here at least just over 4 minutes late. So our passengers are still loading, and they're just about on. Alright. Our doors are locked. We're clear to go, but we have this. Okay, so that's now green, so we can take off. So our next station is St. Pancras International in 8.2 kilometres. So there's no way I'll be going up to the max speed of 230 when we're that close to the next station. So we literally just left that station and then literally went right underground again. Straight into another tunnel. Ooh. So I'll take us up to probably about 1:30, and that's where I'll leave it. So 6,700 meters. So we've got a warning coming up, which is 225. Is it 225? Yeah. But we're like just over 5 kilometers away from St. Pancras. And if I remember right, that is also the last station for us, and then we do the shutdown procedure. But I have been wrong on that before as well. I always get scared as you're approaching your last station with the red signals, because if you lose concentration even just for a second or two, that's where you start coming into trouble. Alright, so it's dropped our safe speed, our approach speed to 100 now, but we're doing less than that anyway, so... Oh, need a bit more speed because we're on a we're on a 2% incline now. Those inclines are a bit of a pain as well, and I know from one of my moderators on this channel that it's even worse on a freight train. So when I start doing the freight train, that's going to be interesting. Only 1,400 meters away from St. Pancras. The names they come up with for some of these stations as well, it's just like, I would love to know who names them. Alright, so we need some minimal brake to get down to 60, which is coming up. There we go. And then a bit more brake because we're coming down to 40. Right, so we've got an approach with caution as well. So it's like the last 500 meters, you're just going really slow. That would be because you're also doing track changes and all that coming into a station. little bit more. Max brakes. And there we go. We have arrived. So that scenario actually wasn't too bad. Alright, set you back to neutral. Set the DRC. Where is my mouse? It's right there. Headlights off. Reverser off. Master keys are off. Now, I just want to check this because I did see there was a button instead of me having to do all of that. Looks like Shift Z could be that for the engine shutdown. No, that's not it. So we'll just do it this way till I have a look at it later. Alright, so that's off. Climb down from the chain. Disembark. Okay, sir. And I want to... There we go. So... what did we do? 36 minutes 56, so it was around the 40 odd minutes that I said. Okay, so a couple of stream milestones. Distance was 39.57 kilometers, walked 2.57 meters, which was just us getting off the train. 6,026 AP points. So, this has also put my character up to the start of level 22. The Southeastern High Speed, which is the pack we're playing now, just onto level 8. And this train, which is the Class 395 SEB, we've just hit level 7. Alright, so let's see what this game has for us as another scenario to see whether I'm going to continue or call it a morning. Alright, so take this service originating from Faberson to St. Pancras International. So this one's giving us a 12-car train, which is 240 meters long, still the 395, 571.4 tons. Like, damn, that's a big train. So the actual schedule for this one, so start 7:30, finish 8:30, so literally this is going to take an hour. So what do you guys think? If you want me to do this one now as well, I will. Otherwise, I'll do this in the next stream later today. So if you want me to keep going on, just say so in chat, and I will keep on going. So the map for this one... So we're going to start there and then go all the way up to there like that. So a few stops, a few little stops in between. Longest one is from here to Stratford, and just a little bit through there. I might do this one, which, as I said, will take probably about an hour according to the schedule. I mean, then that's where I'll end the stream, because it'll be then about a 3-hour stream. So let's just get into this and go from there. So first of all, I need to find out what side my doors are on. I think it's on the left. It is. Hang on, you told me to unlock the doors. I did. Oh, of course, you're not going to do that because none of this is set. Alright. So let's put you to neutral. Alright, so the door... Oh. Door's unlocked. Oh, and I accidentally did that again. Let's just bring that back a bit. It's all it takes to accidentally do that. Alright, so we've only got a few second wait before we can depart. Alright, so let's get this lined up and hit the road, Jack, as they say. Oh. Right, reverses to neutral, forward, and off we go. So, the first station we're going to is Sittingbourne in 11 kilometres. So, this scenario, according to the schedule, is supposed to take us about an hour. So, that will put my live stream to around the just over 3-hour mark. And then that's where I will call it a morning, as it is nearly 3:30 in the morning IRL for me right now. And for some reason, up the top again, is it showing the speed in miles per hour, but on my speedometer down the bottom, it is showing it in kilometers. This was a little bug that we found yesterday as well with some scenarios. So you'll notice the two different speeds, the one on the actual train, one in red, and the one on my speedometer on the right. So the one on the right is showing it in kilometers, and the one on board the train is showing it in miles. So not sure why that does that sometimes. It's probably just an in-game bug. So we're 8 kilometers away from Sittingbourne, which is our first stopping station on this scenario. And then we're going all the way through to St. Pancras. I wouldn't mind a scenario either where we have an all-stop service, where literally every station we have to stop at. As I was saying before, like one of my moderators, Wild Jokers, he prefers freight trains. For some reason, I prefer passenger trains. So don't ask me why, it's just this insane, crazy train driver that prefers that. Okay, need to start putting on a little bit of brakes because we're 3,200 meters away. Not too much at the moment though. Alright, so bring our speed down to 70. So we're 1,200 meters away from Sittingbourne. Alright, so we're coming into Sittingbourne. So now this is where I start reducing speed a little bit more, down to 50. Or 55 will do. Alright, minimal brakes. Start bringing on a bit of brake percentage. Not too much at the moment. A little bit more power, or we're not going to get up to where this is. Alright. Bring up our max brakes. Check the platform. All good. Open the doors. So, already running a minute late coming into the station, so yeah, always the way. So I always upload my Twitch streams to my YouTube channel as well, straight after I finish a stream. I have Streamlabs automatically export them to my YT channel. So if you ever miss out and it's past the 14 days which Twitch keeps them, you can always find them over there. Alright, so our next station is Rainham in 9.2 kilometers. Rainham. That gives me a craving for ham. Actually, alright folks, as it is 3:30 in the morning my time, I am gonna call this stream to an end. And I will be back later on in the day my time to do this one and probably some other ones at the same time. So thanks to Jinx227 for being our latest channel follower. This is Kengi of Kengi Gaming, and I hope you all have a good one.